A very good morning and welcome to Sports Recap on Hills TV. I am Memo Cynthia Asoya.
And I am Daniel Obasi.
And together we'll be giving you the sports updates across the globe, starting with the local scene, where the head coach of Flamingos, Bankole Olowokere, is confident his side can overcome USA when both sides clash in the quarterfinals of the Under-17 World Cup in India. After losing their first group stage game against Germany, the Flamingos won their remaining two games, beating New Zealand 4-0 and Chile 2-1 to set up the last 8 epic battle against the Americans. Do you see Nigeria winning that match?
I think for me, it all has to do with confidence. I think he is confident enough to the fact that he believes the girls can be able to do it. I think they would have gotten a win over the Germans because we scored first, but it didn't go our way. But I think the United States Under-17 ladies are not the national team, the main senior national team. So I think this is age grade football, and anything can happen and anything is possible.
All right, Aminu Kofi Balele, head of NFF task force of the age grade teams, has charged players of Olympic Eagles to return from Dar es Salaam with victory against Tanzania in the weekend's AFCON Under-23 qualifiers. The qualifiers holds on Saturday at the Benjamin Mkapa Stadium in Dar es Salaam. And of course, the Katsina State-born administrator, who flew into Lagos Thursday from Abuja, laid more emphasis on the need to make nation proud. And what do you think about that one?
I think this is coming from the backdrop. Yesterday, we saw a 3-man committee that would play advisory role to the age grade team, talking about the Golden Eaglet and every other age grade of our national team. So I think he went into the job immediately because he was inducted with the vice president as well of the NFF as well. And then we also saw Adam Mukhtar, the FCTF chairman, also being inaugurated yesterday. So I think after the whole inauguration happened in Abuja, they had to fly all the way to Lagos, and then giving them all the motivation and all of the things they need for tomorrow's game. I believe they can do well. They have been doing amazingly well. The preparations are in high spirits, and I just hope Salisu Yusuf can be able to get something with his boys.
Congratulations to them as we move straight to Europe, where Sri Lanka and the Netherlands both progress to the Super 12 stage of the men's T20 World Cup following a thrilling conclusion to Group A. They finished first and second in the group respectively to qualify for the next stage of games starting on the 22nd of October. Having lost to Sri Lanka early in the day, the Netherlands qualified after a shock 7-1 win for the United Arab Emirates.
I think for me, it's amazing. It's looking at what they've been able to do. It's something different. Sri Lanka have been doing well for themselves when it comes to cricket. Yeah. I think these are the nations who they rather prefer cricket, or they rather enjoy doing cricket than football, where everyone is on the global scene. But when you talk about India, when you talk about the New Zealands, when you talk about the Sri Lankans, they are top notch when it comes to cricket.
All right, over now to tennis, where Coco Gauff has become the youngest player since Maria Sharapova in 2005 to qualify. The 18-year-old has achieved the rare feat of qualifying for the season-ending finals in both singles and doubles with partner Jessica Pegula. Coco Gauff and Jessica Pegula will be the first Americans to play at the WTA finals in singles and doubles since Serena Williams and Venus Williams in 2009. Gauff sealed her place by reaching the third round of the Guadalajara Open.
I think ever since this young star defeated Serena Williams, surprisingly years back, she has gone on to make her own statement in the world of women tennis. And
so would you say this is the next Serena Williams?
She's getting there. She's getting there. I want to see consistency. After she defeated Serena Williams, it took some time off. She went off the grid, and now she's back. So I think I want to see consistency. The same with Serena Williams. If she can be able to give us that consistency, I would say without that, this would be the next Serena Williams.
Tyson Fury will defend his world heavyweight title in an all-British trilogy fight against Derek Chisora in London on December 3rd. After the collapse of talks for a prospective showdown with Anthony Joshua.
I don't know what is going on. I do not know the antics behind Tyson Fury and then what he's trying to play at. Now, the deal didn't break through. The deal fall out with Anthony Joshua. And then you're going back to someone who you defeated in twice, 2014 and 2011, if I'm not mistaken. And then you want to do this again. Now, I think for me, Tyson didn't really want to go all out to fight Anthony Joshua. It was more like a puzzle game. He wanted to just play all of those attention so that he can eventually get this fight.
This is the same man that said he wants to retire.
That is it.
And then also you came back and said he bet that he would not, I mean, Anthony Joshua won't take that fight for December, and it worked. And now he's fighting Derek Chisora. For me, I think he just wants to stay relevant. There's nothing to do. He has gotten to the peak. He doesn't just want to die down the way. He wants to be so in the news, just like how the other black man is there and only fights Mayweather, thank you, and only fights when he wants to. So I think that's what Tyson wants to do.
You got it rightly, and then Usyk is saying he's not going to fight it next year. Now, the same date he fixed with Anthony Joshua is the same day, talking about December 3 at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. It's the same day he's fighting Chisora. So I think, just like you said also, he just wants to be there. He wants to still be in the news, and it's working perfectly well for this man.
Congratulations to him as we move to basketball, where Zion Williamson scored 25 points and made 9 rebounds in his first match in 17 months as his New Orleans Pelicans side beat the Brooklyn Nets 130-108 in the season opener. Williamson has not played since May 2021 after sustaining a foot injury, and he showed a little sign of rustiness, making 11 of 22 shots in his 30 minutes on court, including 5 of 6 in a dominant third quarter. Brandon Ingram top scored for visiting Pelicans with 28 points.
I think he came back with a bang, and then it worked perfectly well for him. So it's a good one for me. I think Williamson is a fantastic player. Having been part of the team is amazing. So I want to see what New Orleans can be able to bring. The NBA season is back, and it's back for good. And away from basketball now to football, where we see Manchester United head coach talking about Erik ten Hag has finally put the axe on this man, talking about Cristiano Ronaldo. Now, reports coming in is the fact that Cristiano Ronaldo would not be traveling with the team for the game tomorrow at Stamford Bridge. What do you make of this?
I think for Ronaldo, someone that has been in the limelight, that has 5 Ballon d'Or and has been reduced to late substitutes, except you're not a human being, you will have feelings for that.
But what do you make of his reaction, or what do you make of what he did, storming out of the pitch even before the final whistle?
Like I said, he came out to say he lost it there. Someone, like I said, when you've attained a lot and then you are being, it takes a very sane mind to know that sometimes things don't work the way it should be or work for you. And that's what's happening to Ronaldo in Manchester United. We all will agree that this was a wrong move for Ronaldo to move to Manchester United.
But he had an amazing season. He was a top scorer for them last season.
Top scorer for them. It is a wrong move for him because he felt he wanted to be the center of it all.
Attention?
No, not just attention. I mean to play around him, thinking that's what's going to happen. And it's not happening, that's one. And then also, Erik ten Hag loves to play with young players. And somehow he has been reduced to substitution, late substitution, and that's what's happening to him. But he has come out, he has apologized, and he's saying he will be of his best behavior, which I don't think would happen because Manchester United person there, Cristiano Ronaldo, is a very emotional person.
All right. Yeah. Emotional indeed. But let's look at the games for tomorrow and also some of the results we saw yesterday. First of all, in the Europa League, we saw Arsenal defeating PSV at the Emirates Stadium by 1-0. Barcelona coming back to winning ways after that loss at the Bernabeu by 3-0. They defeated Villarreal yesterday in the Spanish La Liga. So what are we expecting in the line of games tomorrow? Nottingham Forest up against Liverpool, as well as Chelsea and Manchester United at Old Trafford.
Chelsea-Manchester United is a game that they will want to prove something. Talking about Manchester United, and of course that match might just see Manchester United beat Chelsea. If the coach, Chelsea's coach, doesn't put his tactics right, we might see Manchester United beating Chelsea because they will want to do that. Also, we would also see some other matches there.
Of course.
Yeah, so I think that's what is going to happen.
Definitely, for me personally, I think when you look at all the lines of games for the weekend, the big one is the Chelsea-Manchester United game.
Yeah,
And then Nottingham Forest, they got a draw in the last game. Hopefully, they want to do something against Liverpool. So all of this will definitely be getting to see all of it and how everything unfolds over the weekend. And do not also forget, you can also like and follow us on our social media platform at His TV and also on YouTube, Facebook, and also on Instagram. Until we come your way next week, I am Daniel Obasi.
And I am Memo Cynthia Asoya. Thank you for watching.